a painting depicting Russian war crimes damaged by a museum visitor in Paris.
A visitor to the Tokyo Palace in Paris has damaged a painting by Swiss artist Miriam Cahn. The artwork depicts the sexual violence of Russian soldiers in Ukraine. The incident occurred during the exhibition Abstraction. Cahn's painting features a faceless figure raping a victim with their hands tied behind their back. Some visitors were outraged, claiming that the painting depicted the forced oral sex of a child, but both the artist and the museum denied these accusations. The French State Council confirmed that the painting does not depict pedophilia and is an example of freedom of expression. The artist has repeatedly stated that the painting aims to draw attention to the war crimes committed by Russia. This work is her response to the discovery of mass graves in Bucha and numerous reports of rapes committed by Russian soldiers during the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The fool warmed and white by demagogues, who vandalized Miriam Cahn's painting at the Palais de Tokyo, will he be hated as much, he and his inspirations, as the ecologists who spray the walls with painting, and only attack without damaging works protected by glass. Claude Askelevich, at Askelevich, May 8, 2023. On May 7, an elderly man splashed purple paint on a painting, and was subsequently arrested by the police. The Tokyo Palace will file a complaint for property damage and obstruction of freedom of speech. French President Emmanuel Macron condemned the act of vandalism against the artwork, saying, "On May 8, as we celebrate the victory of freedom, I condemn the act of vandalism committed yesterday at the Tokyo Palace. An attack on a work of art is an attack on our values. In France, art is always free, and respect for cultural creativity is guaranteed."
Vidal also opposed the claims that the painting allegedly sexualizes children. This picture is not child pornography. The main freedoms that are being violated here are freedom of expression and freedom of creativity. The court also ruled that the Tokyo Palace had done enough to prepare viewers for Cahn's shocking art by providing warning texts. Also, far-right political forces, along with several children's rights organizations, filed a lawsuit demanding that the Tokyo Palace remove the painting. The court heard the case on Monday, 27 March, and allowed the work to remain in the exhibition. In her ruling, Judge Sylvie Vidal noted that Cahn's painting refers to crimes committed in Bucha during the Russian invasion, so it should not be taken out of context. This work cannot be perceived outside its context. The work of artist Miriam Cahn aims to condemn the horrors of war, as recalled in the presentation document distributed to the public. She emphasized, "These are not children." This painting is about how sexuality is used as a weapon in war, as a crime against humanity. The contrast between the two bodies shows the bodily strength of the oppressor and the victor, who is on his knees and oppressed during the war, the author of the work was quoted as saying in the statement. However, the scandal continued to gain momentum. It was joined by Caroline Parmentier, a journalist and far-right MP who is a supporter of Marine Le Pen. She posted a video of the painting and signed it, "I condemn this painting by Miriam Cahn. In the name of protecting children, I ask the Minister of Culture to remove this painting." Last week, the debate over the work reached such a level that French Minister of Culture Rima Abdul Malik had to defend the artist and her work in Parliament. She stated that freedom of expression and creativity is guaranteed by law. In response, the Tokyo Palace issued a statement saying that the work is a response to the real horrors taking place in Ukraine and that it in no way depicts an act of pedophilia. The artist's statement attached to the exhibition notes that this work is a commentary on human rights crimes committed by Russians in Ukraine. She said that she painted the picture after seeing photos of mass graves in Bucha and reports of the rape of women and children by the Russian military in Ukraine. "This is a man whose hands were tied and who was raped before being killed and thrown into the street," Cahn said in a statement. However, the painting caused great indignation in part of French society. Thus, talk show host Carl Zero posted a photo of the work on Twitter, calling it unbearable. School groups are visiting this exhibition. Imagine the questions the children will ask when they come across this painting, he wrote. It's garbage, Laurent Osn, a former advisor to far-right politician Marine Le Pen, wrote about Cahn's painting. The same person, for example, criticizes the International Criminal Court's decision to issue an arrest warrant for Putin on Twitter. Cahn's work, titled Fuck Abstraction, is part of one of her largest solo exhibitions, which is currently on view at the Palais de Tokyo in Paris. The painting depicts a male figure forcing oral sex on a more petite figure whose hands are tied behind the back. Artnet writes, France is engulfed in an art scandal surrounding the work of Swiss artist Miriam Cahn, depicting Russian war crimes in Ukraine. The painting was accused of promoting pedophilia, and attempts were made to remove it from the exhibition.